Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in this video I want to show you guys quickly how I tie three different styles of gele using this gele. So this is how I tie it most times when I'm going to church on Sunday or just maybe a quick event, something like that. Do you understand? Now I placed the gele on my head, and then every gele has this rough edge in front. So what I do is I fold in the rough edges, the rough edge rather, the rough tip of the gele, and then I flip the ends at the back, making one hand longer than the other. Do you understand? So one is shorter, the other one is long. Then I try to fold up the gele up at the back because of my hair. I want my hair to come out very well. Now the next thing I want to do is I want to make pleats in front. This pleat I want to make, some people prefer making it before putting it on the head, but I somehow I just prefer doing it on my head, or if I'm tying for someone I prefer doing it on someone's head. So this is it. You can make your pleats smaller than this and fuller, but I don't know, I just made mine bigger and it's not full. As you can see, I made only two pleats. Sometimes I can make six, and depending on how full you want it to be. So I just did two pleats because they are big, and the gele is not that big, it's just two ipele. Now this is the shorter hand. Now I'm going to roll the shorter hand and place it over. Can you see? It's not going to it not reach the end, the other end. Do you understand? This is where some people use pin to pin down that smaller one. They'll just hold it down there before flipping the longer one over. Do you understand? But I'm not using any pin, so it's my hand I just used to hold down. Then I flipped the longer one over, and then I started making another pleats, another number of pleats. So yeah, I started making, you can make as many pleats as you want also, but you have to be very careful with this pleating. It's only professionals that know how to pleat very well. I'm not really good at the pleating, so I'm just trying to pleat and arrange. As I pleat, as I fold in, I will make sure I arrange at the other end. Can you see? As I fold, I'll make sure I arrange at the other end. As I fold, I'll make sure I arrange at the other end. Can you see? Just like that. As I fold it, so this is it. I'm trying to make fun but it has just been so difficult. Now at the end of the fan I rolled it. Can you see? I just rolled it. The remaining part, after I folded, I rolled it and tuck it in. Now I'm now trying to arrange the top of the fan. Can you see it? And you see how I did it? I did not use pin to hold anything. Assuming there was pin, assuming there were to be a pin, I would have used the pin to hold down the pleats so that it will come out more, it will be more visible. But because I'm not using any pin, so it's looking like this. But it's still fine anyways. Then I try to push the gele to the back. That's it. I love my gele moved to the back, and then me looking fine, just quickly. That was done within just 5 minutes, though it's not easy, but with time one will get to do it. So I just adjusted and make sure the gele comes out fine. See me looking like a governor's wife. Now I lose it and I want to tie number two. Now you notice I did not lose the pleat that I did, the background pleat, the first pleat. So now the longer hand again is what I flipped over. As you can see, the shorter hand is still down. I did not pick up the shorter hand. Now the longer hand is what I am making my pleats again. This time around I want to tie a different style, so you can try it on either ways, either at the left side or at the right side, but I think I'm doing this at the right side. Yes. Now folding up, folding up. That's, I mean, at the right side of the gele, not from where you are watching is at the left side, but from where I'm tying is at the right side. Now I'm being careful about making my pleats. Can you see? I'm really being careful about making my pleats, folding it carefully to make sure that the pleats come out fine, and the fan and whatever. Like I said before, I am not yet very good at making fans, but I'm trying my best, especially on my head by myself. I can make it on people's head, though not perfect, but it will still be better than this, than making it on my own head by my own self. So this is me tying, making the pleats. That's fan, the fan pleat without pin. Now this is where people use pin. So many people prefer to use pin here so that it will come out. See, just as I've made those pleats, pin will be pinned at that where my hand is, so as to make it. But me, I'm just trying to arrange without pin, without using pin. I don't even think I have pin anywhere around me, so I just try doing it that way. Now this is where pin works, but I'm not going to use pin. So I keep folding the pleats carefully, keep folding carefully. The pleats can be so stubborn at times, but I just try my best. So I keep folding, I keep folding, I keep folding. So that is it, me trying to adjust. Actually, at this point my hands are already paining me, but I just had to do it, and it's not stressful. But because I've tied one before and then I'm tying another one again. So here am I, trying to arrange the pleats, ensuring it follows to the end. Do you understand? Now I keep folding my pleats, I keep folding my pleats, I keep folding my pleats, and keep arranging as I fold. I keep arranging as I fold. I keep arranging as I fold. I was doing this all by myself. It's not easy, but it's easy. Yeah, it's very easy. And I know with time, I'm not actually used to tying gele on my head. That will be so fine. But when I tie for people, at least it comes out better than when I tie for myself. So I keep making pleats. I keep making the pleats. Now I've gotten to the end of the gele. So I'll now roll the excess. As you can see, I'll roll it in. You understand? I'm rolling the excess in and still trying to arrange the fan. So that's it. Then I flipped it to the back. I took it to the back, the excess hand I have rolled. I took it to the back, as you can see. Then the other hand, the left hand that I did not use at all, I now flipped it round. Can you see? I flipped it round on top of the one, the fan end. So I flipped it around, tried to tuck it somewhere around my head there, under the gele there. I just looked for a way to tie and tuck, because the hands are not long. As me to a long, I would have tied, but they're not long, so I just tucked it in. Then I start I started arranging my pleats again. So this is me arranging the pleats, ensuring my fan is fanning, ensuring my fan is fannable. So this is me. Actually, the game is so nice looking at it in the mirror, but looking at it in the video is as if it's not fine. But looking at it in the mirror, my oblong face, it came out so fine and furnish. And so this is it. I just arranged. Pam, I'm ready to get to church. Now I loosed it and I'll be tying number 3. Don't mind my hair, it's already rough. So just the same process, folding the tip and make your pleats, equal pleats. Make sure the pleats are equal. You can make as many pleats as possible, like I said. But I think here I made just how many? We can make as many as possible. So this is me making the pleats. I'm trying to see if I can make them many or fuller than the other ones, but I think I was able to make just 3. Yeah, actually you can make as many as possible, even with a small gele. So this is me. Now the longer hand is what I'm going to start with by rolling, roll, and flip around. Remember the other time it was the shorter one we rolled. Now this one is the longer one I'm rolling, or the longer one I was rolling. But as you can see, I rolled it. Yeah, I got confused. I didn't know what I wanted to do. So I took the shorter one and flipped it over the longer one. Can you see? You see that the longer one, the excess of the longer one is still at the back. It's still showing at the back. Now this shorter one, I didn't know what to do with it. So I just tried to make pleats. But I think I didn't even finish tying this particular one. But with what I've done here, you can just make this pleats, get pin, and pin down that side I'm holding down. Do you understand? You can just make pleats, something somehow furnish, and just pin that side down. and it will come out so nice. It's come out, and it's because it's gele is small, it would have been so tall, high, and you see I'm trying to raise it to make it high and fine. So you can just pin that side down and it will come out fine. Then you take that end and flip it, that excess of the longer end, and just flip it round and tie. That's it. Thank you for watching.